Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today I'm finally going to do part 1 to, unless this gets really popular, let me just go and say, welcome to part 1 to a brand new series on something that I told you guys I was going to show you before. Now, as you can already clearly see, this already looks very different. Normally when I make videos, you'll either see the camera facing towards an iPad, or you'll be seeing the camera aimed towards a TV for games on there. But, I know it's a little bit hard to see him, but actually, hold on a minute. Hold on. I didn't think about how this, I looked at the camera and didn't think about how this might help. There we go. I don't know if that actually made anything better. That might have done nothing to fix it. Oh no. There we go. How did I not think that was going to work? I am so sorry. Anyway, today guys, I'm going to do a very short series on showing you guys one of the Christmas presents that I actually got for Christmas. Understand guys, I've actually got more presents that I'm not going to show off. Well, I want to show off some of them, but I'm not going to show off every Christmas present that I got, because some of them are stuff that is actually going to be used for certain episodes. One particular thing is going to be something used in an upcoming Pokemon Talk episode. In fact, it might be recorded sometime after this is done. Let me go and explain, guys. For the time being, I'm going to record 2 videos with this dude. If you guys don't know what this is that dinosaur I told you about in my last post. I told you in a post that, actually I told you in 2 posts that I got a few Christmas presents. In the more recent post, I told you guys I was going to make 2 videos at least tonight. One video being Pokemon Talk, and one video being about this cute little thing right here. So, yeah. Let me go and say, guys, I actually left it up to you guys to tell me which one you wanted. And the one person that did vote before it got too late said they wanted to actually see a video of this. Now, let me go and tell you the full name of this. This, if I'm saying this right, is called the Mattel Ultimate Supreme PyroRaptor. And basically, guys, it's like a trainable, well, kind of like a trainable dinosaur. It's supposed to be trainable, but I don't know if there's an easy way to actually get him to like you or hate you or anything like that. Mainly for this episode, guys, I'm going to go based on what this says. If you guys don't know what this is, it's the actual manual that came with him. So, yeah. Mainly, guys, what I'm going to do is kind of explain, because here's the thing. I already experimented with this dude a little bit yesterday, and even a little bit, I think, way earlier today. So, yeah. And from what I found out, he actually is very cute and adorable. But at the same time, very terrifying. And I'll show you guys why whenever I actually power him on. And maybe at the end of today's session with this guy, where I might even give you a little sneak peek into something I'm going to flip and hate. Don't worry about it for now, guys, because like I said, episode 1 is going to be mainly about the manual and talking about the review. Let me go and say, if this is correct, this dinosaur was designed by the Mattel company. Let me go and say, Mattel, you did a really good job with this guy. He is very flippin' cute and adorable, but at the same time super terrifying because of, well, something you'll see in the next few episodes. Now, let me go and say, guys, I'm not going to really show off the manual that much, but what I'm going to do is give you a real quick snippet of things that are actually important to know about this dude. We don't need to worry about things like batteries and all that stuff because he's already got batteries in him. So we're good to go in that regard. The main thing we need to know is what you can do with him when you have everything ready to go and all that stuff. Let me go and say, this may seem a little bit weird at first, but if you actually understand it, it'll actually be pretty easy to follow along. The main thing I need to go through is the play mode. Cause like I said even on the playlist I've already got created for this dude. Well, I already told you guys kind of what this dude is. First off, let me go and say this. This dude has 3 different modes that you can actually use to play little things with him. But most of it require the sensors on his face or head. Let me go and say while he's powered off. He's got sensors on his head right here. One under his mouth, under his jaw, right, well, under here. And he's got ones on his right and left face. Now, here's the thing. There's 3 different three different modes you can actually use to have fun with him. The 3 game modes, first off, are called the Wild Mode, the Play Mode, and the Training Mode. So, yeah. And basically, all 3 of them kind of have the same function, but they kind of do things a little bit different. And in part 2, I'm going to give you a real quick snippet of what he's going to do. Now, here's the thing. I'm probably going to have to move around this guy before I actually even test him out. Because, let me go and say, in one of the game modes, he's going to be constantly moving his head around and expecting you to follow along with him. I'll get to that whenever we actually get into the mode, though. But let me go and tell you. Like I said, the game modes are not that different from each other, but they play a little bit of a different role. First off, you got the Wild Mode. Here's the thing, guys. In Wild Mode, no matter what you do with this dude, he will do the complete opposite. Let me give you an example. Whenever he's in Wild Mode, well, first off, you'll see this when he first powers on. His eyes will be red and eventually green. Here's the thing. When his eyes are red like that in Wild Mode, he will do this thing where, like, when you touch a sensor on his face, he'll do the complete opposite. So if I touched him right here on the nose or the head, he would actually move down instead of up where I touched him. Don't take that the wrong way. And let's say if I touched it left side of his face right here, instead of moving left, he would look directly at you guys to the right. So, yeah. But here's the thing. This dinosaur can also listen to your commands, well, like you, and flip and follow your commands perfectly. Whenever his eyes are red, he won't listen to you, but when his eyes are green, he will actually listen and do everything you ask him to do. So, let's say if I touched the left side of his face here, he'd move in the direction I touched his face to look in the direction I flipping, touched him at. So, yes. And guys, don't take this out of context, okay? Now, here's the thing. There is a way that when the dinosaur is trained or like more tame towards you, I think they call it tame, not train. Whenever his eyes are red, he's untamed, and whenever his eyes are green, he's tamed. So, yeah. Here's the thing, though. There is a few ways you can actually make him... There is a way you can make him untamed. And it's the same way you actually try to easy way to tame him. But you gotta be very careful with this dude. Because one of the few things you can do to get him to like... well, it's the same thing for if you try to tame him when he's untamed. If you real quick tap on his head 3 different times, like real quick, he will actually be tamed. And his eyes will turn green, and he will be tamed, and he'll listen to you. However, if you do that again, after he's been tamed, he'll become untamed again, and not listen to anything you do. And There's also another way for him to do that, which I'm not going to show off because it's going to freaking scare me half to death. If you also give him the same command over and over again. Like, it says in the manual that if you give him the same command 5 different times, he will actually flip and be untamed and then not listen to you anymore. So, I can't, like, tap on this, I can't tell him to do, like this. I can't do this 5 times after he has done it already. So whenever you do these modes, you gotta be very careful how you do it. Now, as for the modes themselves, guys, like I said, there's 3 different game modes. There's wild mode, there's play mode, and there's training mode. In wild mode, he starts out untamed, but you can get him to like you. Like I said, in untamed mode, no matter where on his face you actually decide to like pat him on, he will do the complete opposite. So if you go, let's say, to the right here, he'll go to the very left, turning this way, towards, like, the things you see over there. And if I touched him to the left side right here, he'd go right instead. However, get him to like you, and no matter what, he'll listen to you. Except, again, if you give the same command 5 different times. So, yeah. Play mode is a little bit more unique. In play mode, the dinosaur will tell you which way on his face he wants you to, touch him on. So, in that mode, he will, like, let's say, move his head up. Whichever way he moves his head is the place you got to actually touch on his face. So, again, if he moved up, you get to touch him on the head right here. And if you do it correctly, you'll hear a little bing sound coming from him, and then he'll add on to that. It's like a memory game, guys. He'll do one motion, you do it correctly, he'll add another one, and keep the same motion, but do a second one. You do them correctly, he'll do 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then so on and so forth. And it says in the manual, if you get to 20, he will actually give a little, like, dinosaur celebration sequence. I have never seen that because my memory is terrible. I can remember the first few actions he does, but after, like, the 5th or 6th one, my mind still draws a blank and I can't remember everything anymore. So, yeah. And here's the thing as well, guys. It also says in the manual that when you get it wrong, he will actually, attack you. Not like, well, he'll actually just be angry. But he'll go back to normal right after he does that. And it also says in the manual right, I'll have to find the page for it. Here it is. It says in the manual right here that in the play mode, his eyes will also light up different colors depending on how many you got right. If you got 0 to 4 correct, his eyes will be red. If you get 5 to 9, they'll be yellow. And if you get 10 to 20, they'll be green. Now, like I said, guys, this is one of the things that freaked me out when I did the Professor, or one of the things I've always talked about the Professor Soda battle. Remember, guys, I get freaked out so easily. And I got freaked out by Soda's eyes being blue when she attacked you. I've said more times, though, that if her eyes were red, I probably wouldn't be able to finish the Pokemon game whatsoever. Now, let me go and say, in tame mode, this dude is adorable and pretty. He's actually very cute and very friendly. And if he does like you, I think you can do it whether he's tamed or untamed, but I think he'll even let you pat him on the head slightly and he'll actually, like, do like a little happy roar. Understand, guys, this dude's actually going to be decently loud as well. So, don't be expecting if as soon as this dude, like, I turn him. Don't be. I'm sorry. I know people are dirty-minded. Whenever I turn the on switch on this dude, if he's loud, let me go and tell you he will be, because he's very loud down. He's very loud when I have him downstairs. He's gonna be loud up here. No matter where I am, he's gonna be loud. Maybe the carpet will muffle the sound a little bit. I highly doubt it. I think the speaker, if anything, is gonna be on his belly or something or whatever. But, anyway. the other game mode on here, guys, and the last one you can actually do, well, it ain't really a game mode per se, but the last mode on him is called the training mode. In training mode, guys, the dinosaur will follow your commands. You can give him up to 6 different commands, and he'll actually follow those commands perfectly. Meaning, let's say this. Let's say I did this, 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 this. Like, not that hard, but you get what I mean. What he'll do is he'll move in the directions that I tapped on him. So, like I say, if I did this, well, up to 6, he'll actually follow that. So he'll go up, up, down, down, right, right. He wouldn't do left because, like I said, it would be too much. You can give him up to that number. So, yeah. Other than that, guys, there ain't really much I have to discuss with the manual itself. There really isn't. Other than that, there's not much to him. Like, he's adorable, but also extremely terrifying. And you'll see exactly why when I actually press the on switch on him in the next video. Let me go and say, guys, there's an on switch somewhere under his belly right here. I'd like to keep him sideways so you guys can actually see. Like, see him from a different angle, because if I turn him, let's say, if I turn him this way, like, see how you can barely see him now? Well, you can see him, but you can't see, like, his eyes or anything like that. So, yeah. I don't know what it is about me, but I'm getting a little bit paranoid. Like I said, guys, this dude is so cute when he's got the green eyes. But the very second you turn him on, he'll be untamed, and he'll flip and have, like, the creepy thing. And, guys, you'll see what I mean by creepy, because, like I said, at the end of the next video, whenever I'm done, I'm going to show you guys something that's going to be extremely terrifying, something that actually scared me yesterday with him. Now, also, let me go and tell you guys, it is actually kind of difficult, especially if you can't keep him still, to actually turn him back off after he's been turned on. Like, if you don't mess with him, let's say it this way, if you don't touch him after like 15-20 seconds, he'll start making like a roaring animation. He'll start moving. Like I said, guys, this dude doesn't move that much. His head moves a lot, and his mouth opens and closes. But other than that, that's really it. Like, the only time you'll ever see him move other than that is when you're in the play mode. Because in the play mode, I experienced this when I tried it the other day. In play mode, this dude is very active. Like, he'll flip and move around a ton. Even when he's just moving his head, it'll cause him to move over slightly. I would not be shocked, especially if I get a good sequence going, I would not be shocked if he did almost a whole, like, 180 turnaround. Like, he's like this right now. I wouldn't be shocked if he was around the other way with how much he moves. So, yeah. Like I said, guys, I did get other Christmas gifts other than him, but some of them I'm not going to show off because, well, they're going to be kind of a surprise. Because, let me go and tell you guys, after the next episode where I show him off for a little bit, I'm going to actually do a Pokemon Talk episode. Episode 12. So, yeah. But before I do that, there's going to be one more real quick video showing you guys a little bit of this dude. Let me go and say, I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the wild mode, where he'll, in untamed and tamed mode. Well, no, I'll do a little bit of the wild mode when he's tamed and untamed. I'll show 1 or 2 rounds of the play mode, and I'll show you the training mode. Like I said, like 1 or 2 sequences. So, yeah. But, because this video's already been 20 minutes, just me explaining the manual. Well, not really the manual, but explaining a little bit of how this dude works. Well, I'm going to save that for a next video. Let me go and say, though, let me go and tell you, there's something I really thought of that I think would be really cute for him. I'm not going to show you much with it, but let me show you the front page of this manual. look, you'll notice that, oh boy, you'll notice that in the manual, it's a little bit blurry, I know, but you'll see a little kid holding out his hand in front of the dinosaur, you know, kind of like this, but in the other direction. I think what would be really cool is if the dinosaur was, like, in tame mode, it could have, like, sensors all around it, like, all around its face, where, like, you could actually, like, move your hand outward, and it would actually start walking towards your hand. Or, like, let's say you moved that away from his face, or away from him like this, he'd actually, turn around and try going to your hand. I think that'd be pretty cute. I really do think that'd actually be pretty adorable. So, yeah. Like I said, guys, there's going to be one more video I want to make of this real quickly. And I will be doing that in just a few minutes. So, yeah. That was just the manual. Don't worry, guys. Very next video, I'll be showing off this dude. Again, this is the... Oh my gosh, I can't get it right. This is the Ultimate Supreme PyroRaptor made by Mattel. It's actually really cool, but can be terrifying at times. So, yeah. And again, you'll see why at the beginning of the next video, and the video after that, or not the video after that, the ending portion of the next video, because I'm not even going to like what I'm going to do for the ending portion. Again, you'll see exactly why whenever we get to it. But for the time being, that's all I got for y'all. I hope you enjoyed my little explanation of this dude. Next video, I'll be showing him off. So, I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever I actually show off this dude and show off some of his capabilities. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, everyone, I want you guys to be the very best, like no one ever was, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day, or night, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.